It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show on iHeart Radio, your place for fun, informative, weekly car talk.
Welcome back to America's award-winning automotive talk show, In Wheel Time. We're going to be joined next by Brandon Emmons with the C10 Truck Club, and they are out in Port Neches in the Golden Triangle, out there near you, Mars.
Yeah, they're at the River Fest.
All right.
They're at the River Fest. Brandon, how you doing?
Man, I'm good. How are y'all?
Wonderful. Tell us about what's going on out there.
Man, we're at the River Fest car show. Weather's holding out for us. We got, I don't know, about 150 out here right now. They're still kind of piling in. We're kind of running out of room, man. I'm kind of nervous.
So, Brandon, can you turn your camera around, hit it to where it comes out the other side so you can kind of show us around?
Hold on, I'm trying.
Well, you can leave it where it is and just rotate the camera.
There you go.
All right, I'm going to walk around. How's that?
Yeah. We can hear you good.
Oh, wow.
All right, buddy. So I've started out. I got all the C10s lined up right here.
Yeah, and you're with the C10 Truck Club, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We got some pretty nice ones out here, but I got a showstopper I'm going to show y'all in a second.
That yellow one over there.
This is a truck out of Houston.
Nice.
Of course, this is mine.
Is that yellow one there to your left, Kevin's?
That's Kevin's.
Yeah.
This is the rest of my C10 guys. We got some back here, too. I'm walking fast. I don't know how much time I got with y'all.
You got plenty of time.
Got all day.
This is George Jones's. He's out of Groves. It's a pretty truck right here.
It is nice. I like that.
Well, show us up underneath the hood on George's.
Yeah, so slow down a little bit.
Rotate around.
There you go.
He's got him a supercharger on here.
A man after my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I like the way he's built the cover around it.
And he's got cruise control. How's that?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I could see air conditioning, too. I think air conditioning is more important to me.
Oh, yeah, we got to have AC.
So you said you got about 150 people coming out, and what is the what is your location again?
We're at Port Neches Park in Port Neches, Texas. Sure.
So people can still show up if they're watching or listening online. They can still come on out and take a walk through a pretty nice
collection. Yes, sir. We got about
of
150 cars. I guess we probably got, I don't know, 300 or 400 people milling around.
Oh, great.
I'm going to show y'all this pro street car right here that's pretty sick. And this guy drove it an hour to get here.
What time did the show open, or what time were folks lining up?
10 o'clock is when it officially started. How y'all like this 57 right here?
57s are always good.
Is that beautiful with a Magnuson Charger on it on an LS swap?
Yeah, and I bet you it's tubbed. It's got to be tubbed.
There it is, Jeff. You can see it.
Oh, that is gorgeous. And he drove that an hour and a half to get there.
Him in the car, I'm about to show you this Corvette. They drove an hour and a half just to get here.
Wow.
Look at that.
And he said he even caught some rain.
Oh.
This is the car that came with it.
61, 62.
I would say a
Beautiful.
62. Is that a
gorgeous
fiberglass piece in the hood there, clear? Yeah.
I'll show y'all. Pretty cool.
It is.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to walk the other way, though. DJ.
So where did they come from? You said they drove.
They live further out of, I guess, in between, say, Silsbee and Beaumont Way.
It's not too bad.
No.
Out in
Lumberton.
Out in the woods somewhere.
A lot of woods between Beaumont and Silsbee.
And banjos.
But we got them lined up.
You got some
good.
late models?
Cadillac XLR.
Yeah. Golfer's car.
We got a little bit of everything, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
They think we're hillbillies, but we know cars.
Beautiful 50.
Is that 6 or 5?
6, I think.
Yeah, it looks like a 6.
6, yeah.
And they've got a guy here, and I'll walk to the other end if we got time. He's got a 67 GTO that his grandfather bought him brand new when he was 16.
Oh,
wow.
How cool is that?
And he's 70, something around 70 years old.
Wow. Oh, I like the wagon. I like the wagon. Wagon's nice.
Yeah.
That's a 210 wagon, too.
Engine swapped?
Is an LS under there?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's an LS under there.
I like the way they've
right
gone and made all these covers for the engines, and and they're painting them to match.
This little Impala right here. It's beautiful.
That is gorgeous, boy, and that looks stock. It doesn't look like it's a modded car. That looks kind of the way they came out of the off the showroom.
Beautiful original.
Very nice.
And then, of course, the obligatory C8 Corvette.
Yeah, got to have one.
Got to have 5 or 6 of them.
Can't have a show without some vets. Huh?
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's what Don's doing today. Don's on the Hot Rod Tour of Texas, and they're between.
Yeah, we've got a couple of buddies of ours that they went instead of coming here on it, and they said it's actually turned out pretty good up there. I think they had a couple of hundred vehicles.
Yep.
I think they did a drive-in theater last night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they went and watched American Graffiti. They started in Victoria yesterday, drove on up to Shiner, did the Shiner tour, and then drove on up to New Braunfels for the drive-in theater. And then last night they watched American Graffiti. And then
I'll show y'all some funny stuff. My dad drove up here 3 hours this morning, didn't even tell me he was coming. This is his car. He pulled in. I said, "Man, you weren't even going to tell me you showed up."
That's nice. I like that.
Surprise. It's a Dodge?
That's sweet.
Plymouth.
Your dad's got good style in there.
Yeah. Keep telling me to put some air ride on it.
What's he got under the hood on it?
That's just a small block. It's a 350.
Okay.
gorgeous.
Yep.
And the interior? Nice buckets.
Yeah, this is almost like a daily driver for him.
Interesting.
So what is the do you guys do this for fundraising for something? Do you guys do this annually?
It's for the yes, sir. It's for the Fort Neches Chamber of Commerce. Now I'm gonna show y'all the prettiest Ford here, and y'all know I'm a Chevy guy.
Oh, we're okay
Since
with pretty Fords.
Y'all have a bunch of viewers. Check this Mach 1 out. It's an odd color, and it's actually factory original. It's beautiful.
It's a green.
Turquoise. Blue?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like I don't know the code on it, but it's beautiful.
Kind of a green blue.
He actually lives down the street from me.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy, is
That's
that
nice.
clean. That's
Yeah, the only
super
thing
clean.
that's different is he put a 4-barrel on it. It came stock with a 2-barrel.
And what year is
Really?
that? 70?
69.
69?
Huh?
69, 70, yeah.
Isn't that a beautiful car?
351 Cleveland.
Yeah, it's a 69 Mach 1.
How beautiful is that?
So I thought all
Yeah,
the Mach
those
1s came with 4 barrels.
Yeah, those Sportback Mustangs have always been, I've always
you know-
liked them.
You know the Chevy guy had to park next to him, right?
That's
Sure.
right.
Sure.
Yeah, but the Chevy guy got there first.
Yeah.
Well, he made it. He made it on time. He didn't break.
Ooh. Tough
So the Port
Nice
Neches
RS.
Chamber of Commerce is the beneficiary of the show.
Chevy
And-
2.
Yes, sir.
And what are they? Is it just to promote Port Neches to the rest of the world?
Well, what it is the River Fest. They have boat races this weekend, and so they do a car show kind of with it in the park area, and then all the proceeds go to the chamber to help them out. We're a small town. We don't have hotel taxes and all that, so our chamber's a little different. You want to see something funny? I'm holding this big show over here and look across the street.
Oh, I see him over there.
Yeah, and I'm the C10 guy. What's going on here?
So is there, you say there's, I don't know if you said, is there an entry fee to get in and that's the proceeds?
It's $20 if you pre-register and $25 the day of the show.
Okay.
That's very fair pricing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very
And are
fair.
these,
Is it a
And you get a
judge?
free shirt with it.
oh,
You get a free T-shirt. So
Okay. Yeah. Do you judge? I mean, have you got trophies,
got,
awards?
I've got here. I'm going to show you my best of show. I've got 25 awards I give.
Holy
One
cow.
of my one of my truck guys builds our best of show out of car parts. I'll show y'all that real quick.
That's cool.
It's a
while
basically
you're,
a big eagle.
while you're getting there, you said there's boat races. Is it drag boat racing?
They have like 4 or 5 different classes. They have they call it Thunder Bomber class, and then they have the fast boats, the ones that run 100 and whatever.
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's drag racing.
Yeah. So that's the best of show.
Wow.
Look at that.
Somebody donated a front pump out of their automatic transmission.
No, they didn't. They just don't know they're missing it.
Hey, the funny story is the guy that does it, around here, all the shows, the guys use just plats and stuff. This buddy of mine, we started doing it, and he's been hounded by every local car club there is.
Sure.
He's like, but he's exclusively does them for me.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, I got a free contract with him.
Yeah.
What year's that van?
The Candyman van.
I had a
No, I
77 GMC, that color.
Man, I want one of these so bad.
I know. I want it back.
Needs an oval window in the rear
Or a
quarter.
teardrop.
Or a teardrop.
Yeah, this one's a 91.
Oh.
That's pretty
I want
cool.
one of the little shorties, but they're hard to come by.
Yeah. I had a shorty 77 GMC. It was didn't do much with it, but it was a cool van.
Yeah, here's a GMC truck, but you don't see much. They have the different front end on the trucks.
Right. So how many members do you have out there?
In your
That
C10
showed
club.
up. Yeah.
In my club, we have about 60 local. The Corvette club's probably got a little more than that. And then the rest are just people we know, really. There's just I guess because we're kind of old school down here, I guess, we're behind the times. Everybody's into classic cars.
Yeah, there's a nice mix, though. I mean, there's a Challenger over there, and there's another little
Yeah, I was going to get a
Dart
Dodge.
or something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of Dodges roaming around this area either.
No, not particularly back then. 69, 70. Well, that must be like a 70, 71.
And I think that's an original color, too.
It's sublime.
Yeah.
Sublime, yeah. It's a
440
72.
Magnum.
72.
That's a true collectible car with a 440 Magnum in it. How cool.
We got a T-bucket. You always got to have a T-bucket.
Got to have a T-bucket.
This is the guy to have.
We have a guy with a Cushman scooter out here, too. It's pretty cool. It's on the other end, though.
This is the gotta have show. That's what it is. I gotta have it. I gotta have one of them.
It's a nice truck there, too.
Well, we appreciate you showing us around all the vehicles out there at the Port Neches Park, and invite anybody else in the area that wants to come out and support the Port Neches Chamber of Commerce. And again, thanks a lot for coming on.
How long are you going to be out there, Brandon?
The show ends at 3.
At 3.
Oh.
Well, I may
Still
not
plenty
make
of
3.
time.
I'll be out there later, but I'll try and get there before 3.
Yeah, he'll be out there
Hey,
picking
well,
up the trash and stuff.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
appreciate
usually
you
come in.
guys for having me on, man.
All right.
Well, we appreciate the tour.
Yeah.
Very, very much
Best of
appreciate the
luck.
tour. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
All right, fellas. Y'all have a good one.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
And with that, let's Jeff, do
Give
you
me a-
have your
And got it loaded up.
Your,
We got it. Yep. We got it. I'm gonna let David run it, and then I'll get it. This is a little bit different. It's still under $10,000. You ready?
your
Here we
used
go.
cars under
Yep,
$10,000?
Used cars under 10. This is a 2012 Chevrolet Camaro. It is a Gen 5. The trim levels available are the base, the LT, LT1, RS, Z28. I had a Gen 3, and of course you had a convertible. The base is what we're talking about to get it under the 10 grand realm, but we're going to do this one a little different. We all know the features and benefits and the cloth and the leathers and all that stuff, but a base model is a base model. It's a coupe, 2-door, midsize, 4-passenger, but you're talking 2 people comfortably. Now, the Camaro was brought back in 2010, as you know, Konrad, but it was a prototype back in March 16th of 2009 is when they started doing the design. 1966 is the first year that the Camaro came out. What platform did they use, fellas, for the 66?
Chevy Nova.
Chevy 2, that's right. Well, it came Nova later with Chevy 2, yes, you're right. They made about 221,000. Well, actually, they made more, but 221,000 were sold with the 302, but more were built. In 1968 is when they introduced the Z28. I did not know that. In doing some research on that, I thought the Z28 was from the beginning.
I did too.
Yeah. Now, there's a crafty young man, a crafty guy out there that was, we'll call him Mr. Yanko, because he was a Yanko dealer. He was buy up the Camaros with the 350s and the 396s in them. He'd take those out, drop a 427 Corvette engine in it, and the Yanko was born.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And of course, there's a lot of options like we talked about on the, well, not a lot, but you have base options available on the 2012. but in a different direction. It is a V6 3.6 liter dual overhead cam, 323 horsepower at 6,800 RPM, 278 foot-pounds of torque at 4,800 RPM. You have a 6-speed optional transmission. Some options may vary, obviously. Check with the dealer and what's available and things. The one I've just featured on this, just the base, is $9,961 in price. $9,961. This vehicle has 160,000 miles on it. So the higher mileage you go, obviously the less price
drops.
Back in 66 and 67, the list price for the original Camaro was $2,466 and went up from there. So we're
if
still
you had
in range.
one of those, it'd be a $50,000
Well,
car today.
yeah.
back then the 2466 equates to around 20 to 22 grand in today's money. So there you go, under 10 grand, Mike, for the granddaughters.
Yep.
Well, and if you're going to buy your granddaughter a under $10,000 car, you want to teach them a few things, some basic tips to keep them on the road.
Absolutely.
Before they start driving. It's our responsibility as parents to make sure the kids are safe. If you have a new driver in the family, teaching them how to drive or talking to them about anything car related can be a little bit challenging because you got to remember your kids know more than you do.
Yeah, the teenagers do
but
for
we
sure.
all know that-
Granddaughters, great granddaughter, all that.
We all know driving is a huge responsibility, and that needs to be taken seriously. Basic car maintenance can help keep them safe, reduce possible repair costs, and maybe ease a little bit of money and a lot of worry out of you as a parent watching over them. Some of the things, I'm going to kind of go over 7 basic things you should teach your teen about their car. Check their engine oil. Cars burn oil. Oil level goes down. If the engine oil isn't changed regularly, it can cause buildup and lead to engine failure. Show your teenager how to check their engine oil and suggest that they check it at least once a month, especially if it's an older car, as well as to understand when the oil level gets low, it's time to bring it in to either add oil to it or possibly just to get the oil changed. Teach them on how to get on a regular oil change interval on the vehicle. Another thing is teach them how to tell if there's a coolant leak. That little puddle of green or orange or red or yellow or whatever color, purple if it's a Chrysler, all of those things can be damaging, consequential additional damage to the vehicle if they aren't paying attention to it early. Mike just went through that with your granddaughter Sonic.
Yeah, she knew to pull it over whenever the heat light came on. She immediately pulled it over, and I think that's what saved
And that's
a lot of
that's
the,
very smart on her part.
Yeah. And not only that, but that fluid is chemically dangerous to pets.
Correct.
If you have a
Yes.
pet that's wandering around and
Particularly
smells
cats.
sweet, yep.
They'll
Absolutely.
smell that sweet coolant and drink it. And it's
It's
permanent
harmful
for them.
Yeah, harmful.
Teach your kids how to check the tire pressure. A lot of vehicles today have tire pressure monitoring systems in them. Okay, that's good. But make sure they have a tire pressure gauge. Make sure they know how to put it on the tire, that if they're out somewhere and the car is pulling left or pulling right, they can get out and check the tire pressure on it and make adjustments to it. Teach them how to put air in their tire because low tire pressure can be unsafe and can cause overheating of the tire and lead to a blowout. Another thing is teach them how to change a flat tire. Maybe they do have AAA, but sometimes AAA is hours away. In today's cars, knowing where the spare is can sometimes be a challenge. And some cars don't have a spare.
That's
They
right.
have
That's
that
right.
can of Fix-A-Flat.
Yep.
So teach your child how to use that can of Fix-A-Flat. And if the jack and the tire are hidden, teach them how to get to it, get them to take it out, get them to put the spare on the car so they experience what it takes to change a flat. I think long term you'll be happy that you did it. Teach them how to properly jump start a car. A dead battery can be a major inconvenience. Luckily, it's easy fixed by having the right tools or knowing the proper safety measures. Remind them that the battery terminal connections, that red to red, black to black, and you connect the red on the battery, you connect the black somewhere off the battery on another terminal that's generally under the hood of all cars, and it keeps them safe and will keep them from popping something.
And
in
some
the
some
car.
of the cars you don't actually connect it to the battery.
Right.
They've got terminals
Right.
for
Yeah.
you to do that, and they need to understand that and figure out where.
Those jump terminals are.
Exactly.
Some are specific per vehicle.
Right.
Absolutely right.
Very. Teach them what do those lights mean on the dash. You know, the little U with the apostrophe in the middle of it. What does that mean? Hey, that means you got a low tire.
And David, did you teach your boys how to drive? Because the blue lights behind you means what? Yeah.
Blue lights.
Not good.
But teach them what all those lights on. Teach them that a red light means stop. A red light that comes on in your dash means something's not working. It is time to pull over. Because you can simplify it for them. A yellow light that's on steady, in most cases, you can continue to drive the vehicle till you get to a safe place. A yellow light that's on flashing means pull over as quickly as you can in a safe place and call for help. But you can teach them what the oil light is, what the gas low light is, what the tire pressure light is, the coolant light. Certain lights when they come on, it's time to do something to keep from doing additional damage
gotta deal
to the
with it.
vehicle. Right. And teach them what to do if something fails. Gives your team the resources they need in case something goes wrong. Make sure they always have their driver's license, vehicle registration, insurance form easily accessible. Talk to them through a fender bender scenario, how to be safe, alert, to contact proper authorities. My kids have a form to fill out if they have an accident that I've given them through the years. It was actually something I got from General Motors that I had to keep in my company car.
Insurance
all the time.
companies do that too.
That's
you can get that
that's
from
a really
insurance
good
companies.
idea.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about
it
that.
walks you through all the
Yep,
fill
what to
out
do.
of it. Teach them that if something happens, take lots of pictures. Take pictures of your car. Take pictures of their car. Take pictures of the road. Take pictures
Surrounding
of the other
area,
driver.
Skid
Take
marks.
pictures of photographs of their driver's license and their insurance card. Because that way you can retain it as opposed to trying to write it down.
And some insurance companies prefer it that way. They have an app, an online app for insurance.
Talk to your teenager about the importance of driver safety and go over those 7 basic tips with them every now and then. Makes you feel better and keeps your teen as a more informed driver. So how do you keep your young drivers safe? Follow those 7 steps,
Yep,
and I think it'll help
absolutely.
tremendously.
And then they'll know more than you.
Well, they
yeah,
already
they
do,
already do
but
know.
now you can at least let them know that you know a little something.
That's right. That's right.
And with that, probably still have a few more headlines,
We
don't you?
We do. You want me to go? I
Do
got some.
we do?
Okay, back on the international circuit, Detroit. General Motors has asked its global suppliers to sign a pledge of carbon neutrality, development of social responsibility programs, and implementation of sustainable procurement practices in their supply chain operations.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, and now, that could be why she's making all that money over there. Many suppliers have already set their own carbon neutrality targets. As an example, aiming for a global carbon neutrality by 2030. Bosch says it has been carbon neutral since 2020, which is a supplier for General Motors. In addition to carbon neutrality, the GM-backed pledge calls for social and governance commitments. That's right up your alley, Konrad. Such as human rights protection and fair operation practices, areas that have become more prevalent as automakers sources the metals needed for electric vehicle batteries. That's going to be a little bit tough too, because it's coming from the other side of the world.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
And coming from places that hate us.
yeah, absolutely. Let's see here.
And you got to remember even just the simplicity of wiring harnesses. And I know Don talked about it the last couple of weeks, that Ukraine was known for building lots of wiring harnesses for the European market. So, Mercedes, Volvos, all of those wiring harnesses were being built in Ukraine. So that's going to hurt the market as well.
Ford CEO Jim Farley on Tuesday said that the vehicle that the automaker intends to build at its upcoming Blue Oval City campus in Tennessee will be an additional electric pickup and not the next-gen F-150 Lightning. So dovetailing in what Roger was talking about, there's other things on the plate as well. Speaking to reporters, the following of the launch of the Lightning, Farley said the product will be an all-new vehicle.
Oh,
So
wow.
there you go.
I definitely want to give a quick shout out to Jerry and Speedy Emmons. They won their stock eliminator and super stock class at Baytown last weekend. So it's real fun to see how many Houston-based race teams took the final championship out there. Congratulations, Jerry and Speedy and the Emmons brothers out there.
We need a moving Wally.
They're gonna be on the show coming up here in shortly.
Soon.
Yeah, soon.
And, of course, 4-time one. You know, she signed that hat I gave her. She signed it, Erica Enders 4-time.
Next Saturday, as a matter of fact.
Oh,
beautiful.
That's how soon it is.
Good timing.
I'm giving that hat to my granddaughter. She's a big fan, so that'll help her out. Yeah.
And is that all you have for?
Yeah, pretty much. I've got a pretty lengthy one I was going to run over if I do it. So we got David here. I know David's been kind of shy this morning, but what's going on in your automotive world?
Expert analysis over here. I don't want to interrupt that.
What show are you on?
Award-winning right there.
That's right. You
So
don't believe it, just ask us.
Have you purchased anything new lately?
No. Got a couple of repairs. That's about it.
Oh.
How did that work out?
That part's coming in today.
Still for the Nissan
The temperature.
Oh well, what about the Nissan? Your daughter's car.
Oh yeah, she got it. That was a Hyundai.
She got it back. Everything works okay.
No, her Ford Edge came back. She's still gonna buy the Hyundai.
Oh, she is.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's not coming in for 6 months, so
She had
to get the
drive
repair.
the Edge. Okay.
Yeah. Working good.
And your grandkids are, other than waiting on parts.
That's
You're waiting on parts. You're waiting on parts.
This is waiting on parts.
Jeff's waiting on parts.
My body's waiting
I've got
on
lots of extra parts.
And you know, Don's out there roaming the countryside.
Yeah. And
hopefully he's safe.
He's talking to Zoom, but nobody's listening.
So last time we talked to him, they were leaving New Braunfels, and I think they're going to actually go to a drag strip later on this afternoon.
up around Waco.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
And,
all set. He's ready
So
to go.
Don
He's
is
pretty
out there
pumped.
on the Hot Rod the Hot Rod Tour of Texas. I can't get that right.
That's all right.
Hot Rod Tour of Texas. You can find them on Facebook, and if you're looking for the route, it's on there because it really is. I can't imagine seeing 200 cars. I mean, you're talking about a drive parade car show.
That's
what it
exactly
amounts
what it is,
to.
yeah.
And I think it'd be pretty awesome because they're getting police escorts through town.
He said that, yeah.
So that they don't have to stop and they're
And
not getting caught at red lights and getting scattered out.
And the
forever.
entire town's coming
And
out.
the town's
Yeah.
coming out to see everybody drive through. And talking to Don, he kind of connected, as he would, with all the other Corvette people. But he also made connection with some of these guys that are driving these rat rod, diesel engine rat rods. And, you know, he's talking about rolling coal and stuff. I'm like, oh, my gosh.
Fired them up.
I could see Don out here pulling the LS motor out of his Corvette and putting in a
diesel.
16-valve Cummins diesel.
With a skull on the front.
A 24-valve Cummins diesel, yeah.
Now they had a meet and greet Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday
Yeah,
night.
I think it was
kick
a
it off.
meet-
Wednesday.
I think it was a meet and drink.
And he did. That was another place he did a little video from. And I thought, you know, how fun would it be to be there? You know, you got a lot of people with car. Everybody's excited about getting started and everything. It'd be really cool.
Well, and that's how you meet up with all the Corvette people or all the Chevy people.
Sure.
And you kind of, that's where you buddy up, the networking. And, of course, you have maybe a cocktail or two with them. And you
Yeah,
get
I
to
think
know 'em.
Bobby Sparkman and his team it seems that they've done a wonderful job. We'll get Don to give us a full report next
Yeah.
week.
I'm sure
and,
they did.
And I'm sure they're learning some things along the way that they'll have to do for next time to make it even better. But from what I hear, and I've got 3 other friends that are on it as well, but Don's the only one doing
Wouldn't it be cool
videos.
if he won one of the coolers and brought it back to the studio? That'd be great. Aren't they giving away the coolers or winning prize packages or something? Swag.
Swag.
Something like that.
Yeah, because you know Don won't spend any money on it.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, we really want to thank everybody for joining us today at America's
Thanks to all our
Award
guests.
as America's award-winning automotive talk show. Thank you to all of our guests. And with that, we're going to check out here and be back in a couple of seconds.
Father's Day weekend, Saturday, June 18th, 2022. It's the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In, and you're invited. Tailpipes and Tacos Father's Day edition will be at the same Loopy Tortilla in Katy, 8 to 11 a.m. on Saturday, June 18th. It's the only place cruisers compete for trophies and other prizes. Enter your vehicle for Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, and Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's coolest cruise-in and is your opportunity to see the best hot rods, show cars, classics, and resto mods, and get Loopy Tortilla breakfast tacos and adult beverages. There's no entry fee, and cars will automatically compete for custom Loopy trophies and other prizes. It all happens at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. Kick off summer with Tailpipes and Tacos Father's Day edition, Saturday, June 18th. The In Real Time Car Talk Show will be there too. Celebrate Father's Day, the start of summer, and the return of Tailpipes and Tacos. Saturday morning, June 18th, 8 to 11. We'll see you then, weather permitting. The In Real Time Car Talk Show is now part of the iHeart family. Now you'll have access to 24/7 Car Talk anytime you need a fix. Just download the iHeart Radio app and ask for In Real Time Car Talk, and there we are. Be sure to save us in your iHeart library for instant access. No matter where you are, you have the best Car Talk Show right on your PC, laptop, or mobile device and never have to worry about finding us again. Of course, you can always get access to our video and audio streams via InRealTime.com and your favorite podcast channel, and all of this is free to you. From the iHeart Radio app, you'll not only hear our Saturday morning live show, but the best shows of the past, updated weekly. Never miss a minute of up-to-date new car reviews, pre-owned reviews, Konrad's Car Clinic, informative interviews, automotive news, and the most fun car talk show on the planet. Just download the iHeart Radio app, search for In Real Time Car Talk, save it to your library, and with a tap of the icon, you'll be in touch with your favorite Car Talk team. In Real Time Car Talk, streaming now on iHeart.com/In Real Time Car Talk. Well, that's a wrap for this week's In Real Time Car Talk Show here on iHeart Radio. When you're on our Facebook page, please give us a like, tell your friends about us, and share our junk if you would, please. You'll get Konrad's unicorn hunting features along with all things automotive all week long. There'll also be some fun stuff in there for you too, including upcoming events, cruise-ins, and other goodies. You can find the In Real Time Car Talk Show 24/7 on the iHeart Radio app. In Real Time can also be had live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and on InRealTime.com every Saturday, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. 30-minute podcasts are available from your favorite podcast provider 7 days a week. The In Real Time Chief Engineer is David Ainsley. Our Marketing Advertising Manager and Video Technical Director is We Need More, Jeff Zekin. For Booking Agent and Podcast Editor Mike Out of This World Mars and his royalty king Konrad Delong, thanks for joining us. By the way, no one is taking credit for the production of today's program. You've been listening at your own risk, and we see you've made it through okay. Be sure to join us again for our next live In Real Time Car Talk Show next Saturday, May 7th, starting at 8 a.m. Central Time on all of these In Real Time Car Talk outlets, right here on the Smoke and Mirrors Network. So long for now.